Yeah, no parry. No, we're not parrying.
I ain't got time for that, man. Gotta go. You want to fight me? All right, let's go. Pop. You gone.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Assassin's Creed Shadows is the latest entry in the Assassin's Creed franchise from the good folks over at Ubisoft. And joining us in our studio to tell us about their characters, Naoe and Yasuke, respectively, we have Masumi and Tongayi Chirisa. Welcome! Y'all are a part of a legendary franchise.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes,
it's
sir.
been around for several years. I just want to ask you, like, first off, what does it feel being part of the Assassin's Creed franchise? Also, what's your familiarity with it? Like, how far back does it go back for you?
Oh my goodness. First of all, super honored.
Yeah.
So excited. Did I know about the Assassin's Creed? No, not for me.
Absolutely. I knew about Assassin's Creed. Well, actually, it was the games, but then it was the movie with Michael
Fassbender, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh, okay. So they're now turning the games into movies, into live action. That's how I was formally introduced into the world of Assassin's Creed.
Yes, the Brotherhood.
Yes.
Do you remember which was your first game? Because I know it goes back quite a bit.
My first game would be Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I knew of the games, you know, like the titles, and you see these things, but a lot of friends played it, but I wasn't much of a gamer, so to speak. So I was like, okay, that's cool. It's like, okay, Assassin's Creed, and then everything else, like the big ones, Mortal Kombat, or this, that, and the other, but never really played it until I got the opportunity to play a character.
To be the lead.
Come on.
To be one of the leads.
Come on.
You can't not play the game that you're in. You know what I mean? Or at least you have, because I feel like, if I was in a game, that honestly, I'm going to be very honest, that'd be the only game I'd ever play.
Right?
I'm stopping right here. All right. So I want to ask you, have you all had a chance to play the game in a little bit?
A tad bit.
Yeah.
Schedules are busy.
Of course.
Busy people. But yeah, I do have it. So I do plan at some point to really sit and just immerse myself in it. My brother's already playing it.
Oh,
Loving it. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. It's weird when you hear your own voice and he's talking to you. It's like, okay, what were you thinking when you did this? It's like, bro, just play the game. Yeah. Don't ask me. Just enjoy the game. Like, so it's really cool. It's really cool when friends and family are really, really kind of like excited and just cheering you on.
What is it? I've never fought a battle like this. So many lives. Ever the righteous man.
And speaking of cheering you on, Masumi, I mentioned this, this was off camera, how proud your husband is of you. He was in, this was over a year ago, all right? He was on those Reddit boards for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Not necessarily, he wasn't defending you. He was praising you. He was propping you up because I believe it was over a year ago that it was revealed that you all would be the voice, the English voice actors for Naoe and Yasuke.
Yeah.
And for some strange reason, Kenny was in there saying like, Masumi she's a great actress. She does this and that and that. Source, husband.
Okay, you know what? I think I remember why that happened because I was like, oh my gosh, so this is what it was. I think what happened was that my name came out, but it wasn't the right name.
Yeah.
So it was Masumi Tsunoda, but that's not my actor name. So I think my husband went on Reddit to make sure that people knew what my correct name was.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. Yeah, but that's so sweet. I mean, yeah.
Shout out to Kenny.
He's my
seriously.
biggest cheerleader.
It's nice to see that type of support, because it made me look further into who you are as an actor. Because of course, you do have a music career as well. But I was like, who is this woman?
Yeah.
And who is this man? I don't know if you know this, but you kind of set a record that hasn't been set in the Assassin's Creed series ever.
Really?
Yes. So there have been numerous historical figures, but none of them have been playable. Yours is the very first playable historical figure.
Wow.
And so I want to kind of dive into that.
Okay.
So what was that process like getting into, I guess, like the character of Yasuke? Like, did you read any of the literature? Like what type of research did you do to kind of find out who this person was?
Yeah. So, there's not a lot online, Wikipedia, and the little that I found about his journey, his time in Japan. Like any actor, you prepare, and because it's 1500s and the place where he's from, like, East Africa, Southern East Africa, it's kind of like the same region that I'm from. So once you understand like the history of the trades that were happening at the time, that's historical fact. So you just immerse yourself and be like, okay, if it was the 1500s when the trade was happening, what are the odds that he was then taken, and taken up to Europe before they ended up going over to Japan? With the story, kind of then use those themes and motivations to make sure that he becomes this individual who has to survive in a world that doesn't belong to him, because from the world that he came from, he was snatched away, and he loses his identity, and then he has to kind of like reemerge as a new individual. So taking his experiences and what it will take to survive in a country that doesn't want him there, what are the odds? And that's what I kind of use to fuel his motivation and reasonings to survive.
You're not of this land, yet you fight our battles.
It is not about land. It runs deeper than that. For both of us.
So I'm kind of curious to know from your side, because like I feel like you might have had a little bit more freedom since like this was a character specifically made for this game. So how did you kind of find the voice for your character, and like what were your motivations going into this as far as like how you wanted to portray Naoe?
Right. Yeah. I was really grateful when I got the role for Naoe because she's very layered. She's not just an assassin. She's not just a skilled fighter, but she's a young girl. And she also goes through all of these, difficult things, and she sort of finds her own truth, and she finds her strength, and she also gets betrayed. And there's just so much layered stories in Naoe's personality. And I got to explore all of that. So I just wanted to create a full person, So that's what I focused on. And it was quite a heavy feeling to navigate 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm really grateful for it because I think it made me a better actor at the end.
You tell me to stay with Matsu, I stay with Matsu. Momochi-san, you tells me to defend Iga, I defend Iga.
No.
I do what I am told. I have never done anything less.
I want us to talk about the relationship between the two characters, how you all interpret Yasuke and Naoe's relationship. Like, would you say it's like maybe like a brother, like big brother, little sister type relationship, or like how would you describe it?
I think it's everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Big brother, sister, then you have this mentor, mentee, then you have this I owe you my life and now servitude.
I feel like we came from just hating his guts and wanting to kill him.
Because of what he did.
Because of what he did, and what he stood for, to lifelong friends. That's going from some extreme opposites to, and I think that we understood the pain that we were going through, which everybody was going through in Sengoku era. I mean, taking lives, being taken, and loss and suffering. And we kind of like really found a family for each other because we lost our own family,
And I think also, with Yasuke's journey of, again, needing to survive and adapt to a certain way of life, at some point his moral consciousness, collides with what he's being purposed to do. And I think the discovery when he meets Naoe and when he finally comes to that realization, he's now taking his own fate into his own hands. Like, so be it. I'm choosing to do what is right. And if meeting Naoe's character is the end of it all, so be it. So that was kind of like the tension that I feel that these two had to endure, him surrendering his life and her having to really forgive in order to see the way forward for the future.
You still want to walk beside me? Follow this wind wherever it takes us?
I vow to do all that I can to deserve your mercy.
You mentioned like that sword, the sword fight that you all did on the YouTube channel.
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. I was kind of curious though. Was that the first time y'all actually welded swords, or was there any like sort of like sword play on set for Shadows at all?
So I train in sword fighting, and I think that maybe that was part of the reason I got casted, because I had to show my movements in my audition tapes. But actually, in that shooting of mocap, we had amazing stuntmen and stuntwomen who did our parts, but I had to do some sword movements.
Yeah.
You did too, right? For the mocaps, but very little, because stuntmen are like flipping and doing all kinds of
Doing the
stuff. They had
most.
some high quality, team with them. So yeah.
I want to play a little game with y'all.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to play a little game because here's the thing. Coming off of that YouTube video, y'all look like y'all knew what y'all were doing with the sword. All right. So I want to play a little game. I want to have y'all rank a couple of samurai sword fights that I picked. I picked 4. All right.
Okay.
So they're all good. They're all phenomenal fights. All right.
okay.
But it's all a matter of where you all rank them. All right.
Okay.
And so what we're gonna do, y'all can have different separate rankings, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna play them in order, but you're gonna have to rank them as soon as you see them. So like the first one you see, I think that's number 2, without even knowing what
others
are coming up.
Okay.
All right? And you can't switch the order.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's play the first one, which is from Harakiri from 1962, directed by Masaki Kobayashi.
Oh, come on.
Here's the final fight. You can comment if you want. I mean, look at his technique. I mean, it's beautiful technique.
Wait.
He stabbed him in the back.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait,
Where is it coming from?
Did his pen just burst that was in his chest
what
pocket?
happened?
So he's holding him hostage.
Okay. Ooh, he's taking them out one by one. Look at that dance.
I know
Come on.
he's doing an MC Hammer.
Come on.
This is pre MC Hammer.
Wow. Okay.
Hashtag don't kill me.
Oh, he's doing the moving forward now. He's doing the little.
All right. So what do y'all think of that one?
How many do we have?
We got 4, right?
Yeah.
So I would say 3 on that one.
I was gonna say the same
Are you
thing.
sure about
I
that?
swear to you.
Okay. You're not copying
No,
me.
no,
Okay.
no.
You're not copying
I'm not
her homework?
copying. I literally thought I thought 3.
Oh, that's a 3.
That's
okay.
a 3. That's a 3.
Okay. Yes. Let's go. Next
Right,
one.
this next one, this one's a classic. This is from Seven Samurai, of course, Kurosawa film.
No, he did. He did.
Yeah, he's done.
That's a
it's
2.
this much. Oh wow,
That's
that
a
was
2
a
for me.
short
All right.
one.
That's a 2 for me. Quick, precise, don't waste no time,
Yep.
man. Like, listen, I ain't gonna time. I got time to talk to you.
No.
And try.
Yeah, no parry. No, we're not parrying.
I ain't got time for that, man. Gotta go. You wanna fight me? All right, let's go. Pop. You gone.
Okay.
I'm just saying. That's a 2 right there.
Okay.
Oh, you gonna go 4?
That was
ain't you?
1.
Number 1?
Yes.
I mean, it is Kurosawa. I mean,
Okay.
legendary director. So now we're gonna modernize things. Now we're gonna
Okay.
go into the 2000s.
Come on.
And this one is from Kill Bill,
Okay.
of course, Quentin Tarantino. Kool-Aid everywhere.
Oh, that was cool.
Oh,
Wow,
Uma Thurman did a thing in this
Oh,
year.
100%. Yep. What do we think of that one?
That was fun to watch.
This is a tough one for me.
Yeah.
The-
It's because I don't know what
The
we're
last
seeing.
one?
Yeah, next.
It's a tough one. I do want to put it at 1, but at the same time, I think when I first watched it, it was such a change from the style that I grew up watching. So like the squirming of the blood was kind of like, okay, that's interesting. As a kid, I'm not comprehending.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, that doesn't look real to me.
Oh, I see.
As a child, but I
Yeah.
get now the style. But
Yeah.
and on that, based off when I watched it, I'm gonna put it at number 4.
Number 4? Okay.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. This is it's almost like you can't compare it to Akira Kurosawa and, Kill Bill, because it's more like a pop culture. You don't really feel the weight of every cut. And there's no moment, there's no weight to the life you're cutting, right? So I think it's more like artful and fun.
Yeah.
So for the respect of my Japanese people, I will put that at 4.
4? Okay. All right.
I literally said I was doing this here. You didn't see it. I was like, she's gonna go for
you were
yeah.
doing.
I was-
Okay. So you both put that one at 4, right?
Yeah.
Now this final one, this one took place in 2021.
Wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's probably John Wick.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm just going to have them roll.
All right.
And we'll see.
Oh my gosh. Watch.
Come on. Really?
That one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
you
You did your thing.
Yeah.
You did your
Okay.
thing.
Oh, well.
You're a bad man.
What did I do?
Come on.
That was, of
Come on,
course,
Masumi.
Yakuza Princess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, so I have a story about that, okay? Tongayi knows this, but I have a fear around pointy things.
Okay.
So fork, I cannot do. This right now is even making me feel slightly uncomfortable, right? And I had to be that Yakuza princess for Yakuza Princess. And I had to cut open my husband's head because he was also a character in that movie. That was like my rebirth moment because I kind of had to face my fear of swords and pointy things and become the and do that
Then
scene.
do that. Oof.
That scene, even if it's a stunt scene, it's still uncomfortable to like shove
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
But,
there's my
wow.
number 1.
There's your number 1. Look at that. Look at that. Oh.
It was all planned.
This was all orchestrated.
It was all orchestrated.
Wow.
Come on.
Yeah, we were in on this together.
Yep.
No, we weren't. No, no. That was all organic. You got to
oh my gosh. Yeah,
number
it was.
1.
Yeah, it was.
So I guess by process of elimination, that would make that one your number
2.
2. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, you're right underneath Kurosawa. I mean, come on now. you're like Kurosawa, and then me.
Come on.
That's right. Yakuza Princess.
on.
You already
There
know.
we go.
Oh my gosh, I gotta own up to that. I made that choice anyway.
So I wanted that to be the last one because that leads me to my next question. I want to ask you, do you think like your experience on, I think you might have alluded to this too. Do you think your experience on Yakuza Princess kind of led you to this role in Shadows?
Yeah, I do think so because I had to think about, there was a lot of killing in that Yakuza Princess and also contemplating what it meant to have this power of, being able to kill, you know? And I think Naoe goes through that same contemplation. What is it like? Who gets to decide you're bad and you deserve to die and you deserve to live, you know? Yakuza Princess, I really, it was like a 3-month shoot. I like had to learn how to do my own stunts for a month. It was my first time doing it then. And it was also a heavy story. So yes, I definitely believe that if I didn't do Yakuza Princess, I don't know if I would have honestly had the same chance with Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, with Shadows, yeah. Well, it's interesting because I feel like Ubisoft, they have a bit of a, I don't feel like that, but I know that they have a bit of a track record of doing that. So we had Magnus Brun, who's a Danish actor, and he was the lead in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. He was also Canute in The Last Kingdom, which is a Viking series. And that's how he got on their radar. So it's like, I think it's, they have a bit of a pattern of like, just like a keen eye for talent is what I would say. You know, and
absolutely.
Yeah.
They just saw my broomstick audition, man. I was just sweating.
Really?
I was just, that was my shtick, man. Like it was long because one of the things we had to do was to show how you could bring out a katana. Yeah. You know, and I didn't have something, but I had to use the broomstick, but it was really long. So it's like one of those, like you got.
Speaking of like some of the scenes, what was like some of your memorable moments while performing?
This took me back to when I was a child, which is what I love about mocap, because you're in a room like this and you have to imagine these cities and these forests and people. So you have to perform as if you're in a live action. And so one scene, I was riding a horse. And so they stacked up these boxes and put like a little mat at the top. And then they had like people at the back jolt the little trolley. And I had to sit there as if I was riding a horse. And it really took me back to when I was a child, like when my dad would like push me around. And I was like, this is fantastic. I'm getting paid to pretend like I'm riding a horse. And that for me was the epitome of being able to just explore and enjoy, because I've always wanted to do mocap. And I think for me that definitely the connection to the childhood memory was special for me.
Nice. That's a very nice and fun story. Like I love when you talk about that. For me, the one that I always remember is I think this is not a spoiler, I don't think, but with my father, scene with my father. And I have lost close friends and family of mine in my life. So whenever I play a scene where you lose somebody close, it's like, it's a whole journey for me. That's why it took a lot of prep for me to do that scene, because I wanted to be very real. Because if it's not real, then it's not healing me. And if it's not real, then it's not doing anything for the people that watches it either. So I remember, I'm not being super specific with that scene because I don't want to spoil it for the people. But I did that scene and I couldn't do it more than 2 takes because it was just a massive emotion for me and it took so much out of me. And days and honestly months after that, it kind of stayed with me. The feeling of like, you know, losing somebody that really matters to you, and being able to sort of channel that energy and understand a piece of it, you know, every time you did get to act and be an actor, it's very meaningful. It's beyond me, it feels like. So I'm grateful that I got to play that moment. And it's not as a happy story, maybe, but.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got 2 very talented individuals that, I mean, like from what I've seen so far, with how far I am in the game, like y'all pulled it off like magnificently. So thank you all so much for, I mean, being part of such a storied franchise, and also just sharing your wisdom with me and your experience working on this game. This is like...
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I saw Masumi do it, and I was like, is that not...
Is that... Okay, no, it's all good.
No, but it's love.
I see what happened here. Okay.
Look, hold
because y'all both came in...
You just won.
What?
We were playing rock, paper, scissors,
No, we're
right?
not playing rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, I didn't know what you were doing.
I was high-fiving you.
I didn't know what you were doing.
And you came with this shit.
No, you embraced him with your love.
I see it.
You
I see
embraced him with
How?
your
I didn't
love.
embrace him. I did not grab it. I see it.
Oh, you jelly now?
No, I'm not. Okay.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, my final question, do y'all have any messages that you want to deliver to the fans of the Assassin's Creed universe? Not just necessarily Assassin's Creed Shadows, but just like everyone that has come out and just like embraced you all playing the game right now. Anything you want to say to them?
Well, I want to say thank you so much for just being so supportive and kind. I think being an actor in front of the stage and then pouring your heart out and really wanting to do a good job is not always easy, I guess. And so when people are appreciating it and sending kind messages, it honestly make everything so worth doing for me. And so I just want to say thank you, and just thank you for being so kind and supporting us.
Much appreciation and love to everybody that has been playing this game and has been a fan of the franchise. We do not take it lightly being part of the canon, like I said, and we just hope that through our experiences on set, the amount of joy and love that we had, I hope you have the same experience when you play this game, because it's a special one. So I hope that you take that with heart and know that we came at this here with everything to make it as enjoyable and emotionally driven. And if we ever hear comments of people saying that they shed a tear, then you know what, we've done our job, because that means you connected the same way we connected to the material. So we appreciate you for that.
Thank you so much to Masumi and Tongayi for telling us more about their experience working on Assassin's Creed Shadows. And for more on Assassin's Creed Shadows, stick with us here on IGN.